retired in 1989. I wonder what I was going to do. I retired early, at 51, and thought, what shall I do? Looking in the sort of local paper one week, just more or less when I was retiring, proposed meeting at Stroud at the Beaches Green House Centre. Jill Keighley, now in the House of Lords, of course, was going to come down and talk about carers. I thought this would be interesting to go along. Over 100 people, I think, turned up. We completely overwhelmed the building. And that was really my first introduction to carers. And we did set up I think, quite a powerful Stroud group. I got involved then, and about a year later I was invited to attend one of the forums, I think from Pam Clifford. Went to a few. And she said, I'll go around and visit groups just to see what they want. I know she came to the Stroud group, which could have been in about 1991, I guess. Said, any ideas? I remember saying, carers have so much difficulty when they're in crisis. It would be nice if we had a centre, we could just phone one number and then somebody would help us deal with all our various problems. Didn't think much more about it.
Towards the end of 1991 was when all the work was going on to put a joint finance bid together. We were going around seeing, talking to carers, getting the application as watertight as we could. And then we get to 1992, I think it was March, probably around March, when we knew that we'd got the money for the Carers project to start.
I think the project undoubtedly has raised the perception of carers by the folks that are delivering services to us.
I agree with Ian there. It is about the perception of carers, and there is now an assumption that carers need to be involved in discussions about developments and budgets and all the rest of it that just wasn't there then. I think that's changed enormously.
Walking in here today and seeing how many staff there are around and what work they are all doing to support carers in Gloucestershire, I think is just amazing from how it started. And I just think that's something that everybody who's involved, who has been and that now is involved in this organisation, should take enormous credit for.
There are huge challenges in maintaining a way of working when resources are contracting that will challenge us all. But I don't see the principle of participation and recognising the role of carers as being any different in a sense when resources are contracting than when there are development opportunities, and I think that has been established as the way we work.
And to have that single number. I did a GP clinic in Clifton in Bristol in Carers Week last year, and there was a carer from Gloucestershire, and I was able to give them 386283 to get in touch, locally. That was a real yes for me, to be able to say yes, Carers Gloucestershire can give you support because you live up there.
I think, really in summary, having been a carer for a long number of years, Carers Gloucestershire is our safety net. It's a one-stop shop.
I know there are people here when this organisation first started back in 1992,
with one development worker, but the organisation has continued to develop and grow since those humble beginnings to an organisation now that last year supported over 8,500 carers. It's got 35 staff delivering frontline services for carers. I think none of that growth and development would have been possible without the support of a lot of you here. But as we stand here today celebrating the last 20 years, we want to rededicate ourselves to continuing to focus and support carers as we head off into probably very uncertain and very choppy and probably very difficult times in the years ahead. But the one thing you can be reassured of is that we won't detract from our resolve and our focus to support carers in everything that we do.
Performing pianist, I get asked a lot to support various charities through obviously my concerts, and it struck me how anyone can find themselves in the position where they are a full-time carer, and I realised that if that happened to me, I wouldn't know where to go to get the support that I needed, and this is why I wanted to try and raise the profile of this charity. So if you're a carer living in Gloucestershire, please do call Carers Gloucestershire for help.
I've been a carer for 33 years. After my husband's failed suicide attempt, which left him with damage to long and short-term memory. I'm also an artist and designer, and that is how I earn my living. When I had a carer's assessment about 10 years ago, it was only then that I realised how much my caring role had impacted on my life, and at the same time I was introduced to Carers Gloucestershire, and that opened up a whole load of areas which helped me. I mean, I think I've achieved a lot in holding it all together, but it's been at a cost. It exhausted me in such a way that I had to step out of my career. I mean, I didn't choose to be a carer, and that is painful. But I did choose to be an artist. You know, I just hope that the future gets a bit more sorted with the help of Carers Gloucestershire and other initiatives, so that I can be treated with respect.